YouTube content groups. Some of them are beloved, others not so much. But let's see which creators are making our day better and which ones are by far the most hated ones by the YouTube community. These groups shape trends, build fan bases, and sometimes cause chaos along the way. Whether it's entertainment or controversy, they always know how to keep us hooked. So let's break down who's loved and who not so much. Let's start this video with some positive vibes, the Sidemen. This is a content group founded back in 2013 by KSI, Miniminter, Zerka, Vicstar123 and Bazinga. The sky was the limit for these lads. Videos like 20 women versus 1 Sidemen.
Let's see how many of the women stay.
Hello everyone. I said yes to way too many people, so if you don't like me, please leave. Alright.
As well as cheap versus expensive set a whole new standard for YouTube content.
I actually can't bring...
That is fumes. Should we just back it, boys?
And when you thought they couldn't do better, they dropped challenges like Monopoly in real life and Among Us real life. Over the years, they've mastered their formula: massive production, insane creativity, and genuine chemistry. No wonder fans keep coming back for more. Even when they tried to trick the audience when KSI announced his leaving the group, it turned out that the fans absolutely loved this genuine way of interacting with each other. That's why the numbers speak for themselves. Back in December 2020, Sidemen reached 10 million subscribers, triggering a new challenge for the group: the reality show Inside. Netflix streamed the carnage where 10 contestants battled it out for a massive prize of £1 million. The show pulled huge attention and proved the Sidemen were no longer just YouTubers, they were global entertainers. And to this day, they keep the smiles on our faces and the industry on its toes. That, however, cannot be said for the Bop House. The name itself creates tons of controversy, but with a quick launch to fame thanks to supermodels like Sophie Rain, Aisha Sophie, Camila Araujo, Summer Iris, Joy May, Julia Filippo, and Ava Rea, they quickly became one of the most profitable content groups online. Selling their content on OF and promoting it on TikTok became their signature style. But once allegations and shady behavior rose to the surface, their entire empire started to crack.
What is your name? I'm Melissa. Melissa, I'm going to have you come right over here as well. And where are you from? I'm from Mexico. From Mexico? Yes. Okay.
Fame came fast, but so did the backlash, and this group wasn't prepared for the consequences. Piper is the model that put the entire Bop House in a very dangerous situation. It turns out she was filming content at just 17 years old and was allegedly groomed into the life by her mother, who even sold her underwear for promotion. Once this got to one of the Bop House creators, Joy May, she completely stepped away and went solo. The numbers say it all. They dropped massively after the Piper scandal went public.
Like Sophie Rain was like really popular. I think like I kept getting tagged in her videos because people think that we look alike in some places, like face, I guess. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. And like I just would guess I was a fan not knowing what she does or anything like that. So I just followed her. She followed me back.
And the fact that Piper stayed in the house scarred the group permanently. Their reputation became almost impossible to repair, and fans never looked at them the same again. The same cannot be said for the AMP or any means possible house. This is one of the most positive groups online, especially with creators like Kai Cenat breaking records left and right. The group was founded in 2019 by Duke Dennis, Agent 00, Fanaman Davis, and later Kai, Ray, Tota, and Rikai joined to take things to the next level. Even before the new members, AMP was dropping viral banger videos like Extreme Obstacle Course.
Stand up! And where are you?
Holy, somebody pick that man up. Oh, wait, he's struggling here. Somebody pick him up.
Their energy, humor, and teamwork gave them an entirely unique identity. You can feel the brotherhood every time they hit upload. We shouldn't go further than Kai. The man has won Streamer of the Year multiple times, and in one of his speeches, he thanked the house for helping him reach this level. To this day, every AMP member broadcasts their daily life on Twitch, proving that their success isn't just because of Kai. Their individual personalities keep the brand strong, and fans follow all of them consistently. So if you haven't checked them out yet, you're seriously missing out. They are one of the best groups doing it right now. However, not everything is as positive in YouTube's group world. Let's talk about Team 10. Originally founded by Jake Paul in 2016, it was supposed to take the internet by storm. But knowing Jake, controversy was never far behind. Things started spiraling when Alyssa Violet, his ex-girlfriend and a key member, revealed mistreatment and toxic behavior inside the house. Her story opened the floodgates for more drama. The group's polished image quickly shattered, exposing the chaos behind the scenes. According to Alyssa, Jake Paul kicked her out without letting her grab her belongings.
I lost all my friends. Like, when all that happened, everyone kind of went to Jake's side because they're in contract with him and because of, I don't know why, I really don't. And I lost all of my...
And Jake responded the only way he knew. He made the song It's Everyday Bro, which became one of the most disliked videos ever. Things got worse when the Martinez twins left, accusing Jake of psychological manipulation and bullying under his dictatorship. Team 10 quickly became a meme, not a movement. What started as a dream team collapsed into one of YouTube's biggest cautionary tales. On the other hand, 100 Thieves shows how successful a YouTube group can be. Founded by Nadeshot, Matthew Hogg, after retiring from Call of Duty, his vision was simple: invest everything into the team and grow the brand smartly. And it worked. 100 Thieves expanded into League of Legends, Valorant, and competitive COD, while also dominating lifestyle content. Bringing in Valkyrie as a co-owner and creator was one of their smartest moves ever. It solidified their place as more than just an esports org. They became a cultural brand.
Surprise! Okay, let me pull up the Twitter. You guys know? Was it obvious?
But Nadeshot didn't build this empire without struggles. For example, he didn't start alone. Nick Marks was once his partner before they split paths. Nick publicly explained the split.
Bro, like when I joined that team, it was a long time ago, and it was a different time. We had me and Nade had a plan.
And although tension was visible, Nadeshot handled it with professionalism. He focused on protecting the reputation of the organization instead of feeding drama. That approach helped 100 Thieves stand out in an industry filled with egos and conflicts. 100 Thieves kept rising and eventually secured a massive $35 million investment from Artis Capital Management. Even then, Nadeshot kept his promise to early supporters and loyal members. By 2021, the brand was valued at $460 million, ranking second on Forbes' list of top esports organizations. Their success proved that YouTube groups can go beyond content, they can become full-blown businesses. And 100 Thieves continues to inspire upcoming creators dreaming big. These were the most loved and hated YouTube groups. We hope you enjoyed our video, and we'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Whether you prefer drama-filled groups or wholesome creators, one thing is certain: these teams shape the platform in unforgettable ways. Let us know which group you think will dominate next, because with YouTube, surprises never stop coming.